Okay, so the left-hand one kind of before. Setup-wise, again, for the most part was good. Just for me, the handle being a little bit too far forward, as we said, takes the bounce off, increases the leading edge part of the club, which gives more knifey, kind of diggy effect to the golf club. Certain situations, that's great. But in a basic chip off grass, especially wet ground now, if you're digging the club and your club is a little bit leaning forward, you catch it sort of here on the golf ball, you're fatting it. I mean, we're talking like half an inch behind the ball. It's going nowhere, okay? So the handle was a bit too far forward. This foot was straight forward. Open him out a little bit, and the shaft now a little bit more neutral. Swing-wise, as we said, you had a little bit of sway with the knees, sort of hanging back on the right side a little bit here now as you went through. And then you see your arm now sort of reaching forward to try to hit it. Yeah, it looks a bit kind of out of control with the arm. Compare that to this one with a better setup position. As you rotate here now, as we rotate, look at the torso moving through. So your arms and torso moving together, yeah? There's a connection there with your arms and your torso, nice move. Whereas this one looks like a bit of a reach with the arms and trying to stretch it. Just that position there with your arm as opposed to that one there with your arm. There's a lot more daylight between your left arm there and your left arm there, yeah? So you've got to keep the arms and the torso a little bit more connected. And that's what I'm saying. This is only for short shots. That head cover drill, I'm not a massive fan of it really, because a lot of times people sort of go, if that works off a chip in, how about pitching and then longer? And they start putting a drive and you get their arms stuck like a T-Rex, yeah? No good at all. For chipping and pitching where we do connect a bit more, it's great. So just be mindful the shot's not really going more than 20. The swing's not going much more than sort of halfway in this case, okay? Because the arms are going to stay a lot more to the body, okay? But the setup is the key thing with the shaft, as I said, being a little bit more neutral, so it's slightly forward leaning, as opposed to where you had it before.
Ski slope.
Well, it was just a bit of a forward lean there, just too much for me, towards your left shoulder and beyond, just to get a little bit too much. And then if you were to get your weight forward, you'd be coming down a little bit steeper, Your angle of the golf ball now, when you change the angle of the shaft, will shallow out slightly, And that's the key thing. We want the club to be coming in and not afraid to hit the ground. If you're afraid to hit the ground, before the ball, you will just pull up or shrug up or lift up or combination of all three to not thin it across the green. And then you play all your chip shots deliberately from softer in anticipation of whatever. What if I thin it?
It's going to thin,
So you've got to try and be confident that we can hit the ground. How we hit the ground with the bounce of the club, as we said, and then the club then just sort of pops up in the air and goes towards target. But you've got to start getting a more consistent strike first rates before you can trust yourself you can hit it a bit firmer, When that thing's still there in the back of your head, you're not going to want to hit it harder, because it's just that's human nature, to be fair. Not going to change, is it? Okay, mate?